Well, holy crap and hello. We have some ridiculously juicy news to talk about. So today is November something. What the heck is today? November 10th. So yesterday, November 9th, there was an update that happened, and I was looking around in the game, and I didn't see anything that changed. So I'm like, what was this update all about? It's one of those behind the scenes. So I thought, maybe they're just, getting stuff ready for IG-11. But then you come out here, and it's like, oh, it's this. And it is some extreme juice, all right? They are working on basically making the shard drops so much better. And this is probably going to play out pretty awesomely for my second account that I've been working on. Which really is going to help my second account, Darth Sidious Clark Jr., blow up. Hopefully. This is pretty awesome. This is definitely probably one of the biggest free-to-play things that they've done. Before this, people were saying the Vader rework was big, because to a certain degree, Vader's a free character. You just gotta complete achievements and you get Vader shards. So they were for free to play, the rework just made Vader really good, and considering that he's not a legendary or anything, he's free, that was just a huge boost to free to play. But this might be even bigger. So anyways, it says, "Hey Holotable heroes, our 5th anniversary is fast approaching." Yes, it is. The 5th anniversary is sometime later November. I don't entirely know when for sure. I think it's November 24th, somewhere around there. All I know is when I started playing on Christmas Day, 2015, the game was only out for a month. So it's somewhere in that window, the 20th to the 25th, somewhere around there. I think it's the 24th though. But anyways, and we have some exciting news for this month. Starting with the 5th year celebration, we'll be increasing the shard drop count on most nodes and the currency to shard rate in many stores. You don't get much information from that, but it's already looking pretty juicy. I don't know what the currency to shard rate means. I think that means when you have a 7-star character and you get their shards and you switch them in at the shard shop. I think they're saying that they're going to be worth more now, which is just so juicy. That's awesome as F. As long as they don't change the prices on anything in there and everything stays the same price and they're just giving you more shards, oh man, it's gonna be so awesome. So anyhow, character shards are the first big hurdle that new players hit, and it's a hurdle that's grown over the last 5 years, from around 60 characters at launch to now over 200, including ships. Our intent with this change is to help all players expand their collections faster, and in particular to help new players progress in the game. Like I said, it'll help out my Darth Sidious Clark Jr., which could actually help me make better strategy guides sooner if I'm getting more characters. Right now, I'm kind of gated. I'm trying to work on the Empire team, and it's just taking forever. Anyhow, to that end, we will be broadly increasing the shard drop count for many characters. We're also adjusting conversion rates and prices in the shard shop to keep those changes effectively neutral for this store. Conversion rates and prices. And prices. Okay, I didn't like that. The conversion rate's pretty juicy sounding, but then it says and prices, so it's oh boy, what does that mean? We'll have to see. To dive into the details, there are now effectively 2 groups of character shards: original rate and accelerated. See the list below for which characters are in the accelerated category. Whoa, hey, I'm trying to scroll up, not get out of here. Original rate characters are made up of new and exclusive characters. Generally, this set includes those characters exclusive to raids, journey guide, territory battles, and certain high-volume currencies. This also includes all ship blueprints. Ooh, ships. Ships don't ever get any of the boosts? That kind of sucks. That sucks. Didn't they say up here that ships were gonna get better? Oh man, ships stay the same? Granted, there are way less ships than there are characters, so I mean there's that, but still. So anyways, it sounds like original are more challenging characters, so can't think of anybody that's not super legendary offhand. Well anyways, like it says, new characters, journey guide, blah blah blah, so those are still gonna be the same. You're not gonna get boosts. But accelerated characters are typically those found on nodes and in various stores. So it sounds like basically every character that's on a node, Cantina, Cantina, light side, dark side, you'll be able to get bonus drops. Bonus compared to now. So that's kind of cool. I guess there is a lot of characters on nodes, so... Then it says, new marquee characters will launch as original rate characters and move to the accelerated list approximately a year after release. EJ the Mandalorian moved to accelerated in April, May 2021. So again, that's kind of juicy. I mean, that 1 year will feel like quite a grind. And if you really focus on your character, chances are you'll have them fully 7-star by the time it becomes accelerated anyways. So that's almost like a gotcha, so to speak. Because like I'm actively working on Mandalorian right now, and my Mando is 6-star and he's at 10 shards towards 7-star. So I'm sure by April, May, when that comes around, he will be 7 stars. So even though he's gonna hit the accelerated bracket, like I said, if you focus on your characters, you're gonna get there anyways. Still cool, but I'm just trying to point that out. Anyhow, as the primary impact of these changes, accelerated characters now have their shard distribution doubled in most nodes. Combat nodes drop 2 shards instead of 1. This increases to 4 during double drops. So that's juicy, 2 instead of 1. So that's good. It's kind of like Zetas, how Zetas used to be, you could get 2 or nothing. Now, what was the variance? I think, yeah, the Zetas were anything up to 2 per spin. So there was the chance you could get 4 Zetas in a Zeta day, like Thursdays, Sundays, Mondays, or you could get 0, and then they changed it so it drops 1 Zeta guaranteed, and then it's like, okay, I'll take it. Yeah, I might only get a max of 2 now, or before I could add a max of 4, but getting 2 is still better than getting 0, or maybe only getting 1. So that's kind of like this, like, you drop 2 shards instead of 1, so that's cool, but a lot of times the drops suck as it is. Like, one thing they really gotta do instead of doubling the drops is they need to increase the rate of the drops. Like, one thing I've always said is, you know, these dark side nodes, or hard nodes, I mean, if you don't refresh the area, you only have 5 spins in a day. Like, just give us the 5 shards. If you go there and you're doing all 5 spins, just give us the 5 shards. There's so many times that I get like 0 or maybe 1. It's just annoying. It's like, really, that's all I get for today? 1 shard? 0 shards? And in a situation like this where they're just doubling it, that does nothing. So if I get 0 shards, it's still 0. And if I get 1 shard, that means I'm only getting 2 now. Like, it's not gonna feel that much better, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, cool, I got 2. Now, if they were always giving you those 5 shards and now it's 10, yeah, then you'd feel it. It'd be like, whoa, this is cruising now. So, I don't know. This accelerated stuff is kind of cool, but is it though? And I almost feel like, what are they gonna do? Are they going to do just that and modify the drop rate so now it's worse? Is the drop rate gonna get worse because now, ooh, you're getting double the amount? So then you're kind of just breaking even, you know? So 2 days in a row you get 0, but then out of nowhere you get 10, and it's like, okay, so it took me 3 days to get 10. That's an average of 3 per day. Like, whoop-dee. I don't know. We'll have to see. Just like this. It says this increases to 4 during double drops. And it's like, alright, that sounds kind of juicy. I mean, potential to get 4 drops per spin, so 5 nodes, you could get 20 character shards. Potentially. Like, that sounds awesome. But you know on the double drop days, the odds are just severely dropped as well. So you have better odds of getting 0 than you do getting 20. You have better odds of getting 0 than you do even just 8. So, I don't know. It sounds awesome on paper, but now that I'm thinking about it, we'll have to see how they implement this. Anyway, store shipments provide twice as many shards for the same amount of energy. Example, 10 for the price of 5 previously. Okay, that one's juicy. Store shipments, though. What does that mean? Does that mean every store? Like Arena Store, Galactic War Store, yada yada yada? Or does that mean... Oh, it's right under here. Includes Galactic War and non-journey guide events. Example, Assault Bounds. Galactic War. Ooh, that's cool. Double drops? But the shipments mean like straight shipments that you buy with the gems, because I never do that. So that kind of doesn't benefit me. But that is still kind of juicy a little bit. The Galactic Warlord, now that's juicy for both of my accounts. My main game, I like to buy those shards just so I can put them in the shard shop and be able to get gear and stuff. And in the second game, holy crap, I'm going to be able to blow characters up like nobody's business now. Oof. So before you could get 15 shards of a character in a day, now that's 30? Jeez, that's getting a character from 2 stars to 3 star in one day. Holy crap. Just think about it. That's getting a character from 3 star to 4 star in one day. And that's now getting a character from 4 star to 5 stars in 3 days. That's an improvement. Wow. 4 star to 5 star in 3 days. As long as you can complete all your Galactic Wars in full. Because that would be 90 shards that you could potentially get. Wow. That's pretty juicy. That means basically from Galactic War Store, you'd be able to get like a character to 7 star very fast. Wow. Yeah, wicked fast. What would it take? Like 2 weeks to go from not having the character to having it 7 star? I mean, because if you're getting 30 a day, 7 days is 210. Yeah. Plus, so 210, you need 90 more. So it would be 10 days. Oh yeah, duh. Man, I did this math way backwards. Wow, 10 days. That's crazy to go from not having the character to having it 7 stars. 10 days. I've been playing this game for 5 years. You've never been able to blow a character up that ridiculously quickly. Holy crap. Still can't get around that. 10 days? That's crazy. That's awesome. That'll be wicked cool in the second account. Holy crap. I'll be cleaning out the Galactic War Store like nobody's business. And I'll have all those characters 7 star within like 6 months. Anyhow. This does not include quests and achievements. Yeah, I wouldn't think it would. Does not include Bronzium data cards due to a technical issue. We will explore increasing this rate in a future update. Bronzium data. Yeah, but sometimes those still drop ridiculous amounts. Like Boba Fett gives you 80 sometimes, so that's still good. Who cares? You don't need that doubled to 160. Now, that would be insane, though, but you don't really need that doubled. Due to the resulting variation in between shards, we are modifying the shard shop to keep shard-to-purchase ratios unchanged. Under the hood, this means we are doubling all sources of shard shop currency. Doubling in-store costs. Doubling in-store costs? What does that mean? That doesn't sound juicy. And then doubling unspent shard shop currency on all accounts when these changes go live. Unspent shard shop currency. So let's see. Accelerated farm characters keep their conversion the same. 1 shard is... Why does it say greater than? 15 shard shop currency. Original rate characters have their conversion doubled. 1 shard is now 30. Okay. For ships, this doubles such that 1 is 38. Okay. All shard shop store items will cost twice as much to match this doubled income. All shard shop store items will cost twice as much? Oh, so it's just this shard shop store that's getting screwed over. Cost twice as much. Dang it. So, like, the items that I usually buy that are 210 are now going to be 420. Or like those mats that you need to upgrade the mods. Those are 160. Those are going to go to 320. Dang it, that's stupid. This would have been cool if they didn't do that. They were just giving you more. That would have been juicy as F. Costing more is kind of annoying. When these changes are released, we will double all players' shard shop currency. What does that mean? Like what you already have stored up will get doubled? Or just from day one you'll start getting doubled? Because I'd hope so. I don't know. Anyways, as these changes approach, note that shards remain worth the same buying power relative to store price, no matter when you cash them in. There is no extra value from saving it up and waiting. Yeah, I gathered that right away when they said it would be doubled. I mean, the cost of items would be doubled. In the future, a character or a ship moving from original to accelerated group will have its exchange rate adjusted accordingly. It almost feels like it's giving them more work behind the scenes. Anyways, too long, didn't read summary. Accelerated characters will now reach 7 stars twice as quickly for all players. Shot purchasing is unchanged. All the numbers are just doubled. These changes clearly open the door to conversations about other economies, including gear. Without making promises, we're in the midst of exploring how this could change in the future. But we need to adjust shard rates first. Shards play a foundational role in Galaxy Heroes and have a cascading impact into subsequent economies. This makes them an essential place to start and finish before we make adjustments to systems that will be affected by changes to shards. What are they talking about up here, though? Including gear. Yeah, it'd be nice if they made, like, basic gear, so to speak, a little easier. Like those balls, I don't know what they're called. It's those gold balls that everybody needs. Or the stupid hammers that everybody needs. What are they? MK stun guns? I just call them hammers. Make that stuff easier to get. It's so annoying. Everybody needs it. Literally, everybody needs them. And they're not impossible to get, but it just takes forever. Like, make them so much easier to get, dang it. Anyhow. List of accelerated characters. Spoil or show? I want to see that. Don't block that off. This changes clearly. Whoops, I already read that. We'll be carefully monitoring how these changes impact the overall game economy, listening for feedback and considering follow-up changes. Thank you for reading, and in your case, listening to my stupid voice. And we will have more to share on our anniversary announcement. See you on the holotables. List of accelerated characters. You know what, I'm just going to make a separate video for that, because this one's going to get too long, so you already know. Until next time, I said see ya!